this mic. It sounds so good. I don't want anything to go wrong. So thank you guys all for coming out this afternoon. It's a beautiful day, but we really appreciate you coming and supporting our students and our awesome music program. Before we begin this afternoon's Norwalk High School Choir and Orchestra concert, can we please give a big Norwalk round of applause for our choir director, Mrs. Carol Mason, and our orchestra director, Mr. Brian Stitak, for all of their talent, hard work, and dedication to our students. Our concert this afternoon will be split into two parts. We have a brief intermission in the middle. If you haven't already, can you please silence your cell phones, and please no flash photography during the performance. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for our fantastic student voices and musicians.
piece are in place because we thought you might enjoy hearing them a little closer to you. Grace Bolton sings alto in the choir, and she's going to tell you about our next piece, Antiphonal Kyrie.
All right, so the next song our choir will be singing is Antiphonal Kyrie. Antiphonal singing is alternate singing by two choirs or singers. Today we'll be splitting the choir by men and women on both sides of the auditorium to create the sense of a conversation between the two. Using antiphonal or echo singing in simple harmonies is set the traditional Latin text of Kyrie eleison, Lord have mercy, Christe eleison, Christ have mercy, and Alleluia, God be praised, to a simple chant-like tune with a C major tonality and an octave singing range. This piece was written originally to be sung unaccompanied or a cappella, so that's how we'll be performing it today. Please sit back and enjoy as we fill the room with Christy Carey Miller's version of Antiphonal Kyrie.
A sinner, especially with the context of this song, is someone who willfully, continuously disobeyed the laws of God. Meanwhile, Judgment Day is the divine moment of reckoning. of them tells such a story that such an individual that no matter where he decides to hide, Pepper will indeed find them. In 2012, Eric Bibb and Amstel Kurt performed this piece, of course not as fast paced like we will perform for you today. But as Eric sings, he sings this piece as if he is channeling the very folks who started singing this fine piece.
this time, I would like to introduce you to the seniors in the concert and select choirs. Please hold your applause until all the seniors have been recognized. Davion sings bass, and he will be working a job after graduation. Seth Bodner sings bass and is planning on attending BGSU Firelands to major in early childhood development. Jocelyn Dendinger sings soprano 1 and is planning on entering the workforce and attending Kent State for criminal studies. Teresa Fulton sings soprano 1 and is planning to work at Jim's Pizza Box. Maya Gerber sings alto and is planning to attend Ohio University to major in exercise physiology, pre-physical therapy. Caitlin Lewis sings alto and is planning to take some classes at BGSU Firelands. Isabella Lloyd sings soprano 2 and is planning on attending BGSU to major in middle childhood education as well as minoring in psychology. Emily Negro sings soprano 2 and will continue to work at Olive Garden and KFC after high school. Caden Rath sings bass and is planning to enlist in the United States Air Force. Mia Sirotko sings soprano 1 and is planning on attending the American Musical and Dramatic Academy for the musical theater program at the New York and Los Angeles campuses. Ali Stefani sings alto and is planning on attending BGSU Firelands to study early childhood education. Please give our Norwalk High School seniors a round of applause.
legends and the myths, Achilles and his gold, Achilles and his gifts, and Spider-Man's control, and Magnet with his fist. But clearly I don't see myself up on that list.
She said, where do you wanna go? How much you wanna risk? I'm not looking for somebody with some superhuman gifts, some superhero, some fairy tale bliss. Just something I can turn to, somebody I can kiss. I want something just like this. Doodle-doo, doodle-doo, doodle-doo. Oh, I want something just like this. Doodle-doo, doodle-doo, doodle-doo. Oh, I want something just like this. Like this. Oh, I want something just like this. Like this. Oh, I've been reading books of old, the legends and the myths, the testaments they told, the moon and its eclipse, and Superman unrolls a suit before he lifts. But I'm not the kind of person that inflicts. I want something just like this. Oh, 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 like this. Oh, I want something just like this. Oh, 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 like this. Oh, I want something just like this. I want something just like this. Oh, I want something just like this. Oh, 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 like this. Oh, I want something just like this. Oh, 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 like this. Oh, I want something just like this. Oh, 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 like this. Oh, I want something just like this. Like this.
Thank you again for spending some of your Sunday afternoon with us. I would like to thank many people that make this possible before we sing our final piece, which is one of my very favorites. Our supportive administration, of course, our superintendent, Mr. Cooley, director of operations, Mr. Green, Norwalk High School principal, Mr. Pena, and vice principal, Mr. Kish. Also, Mr. Schlotterer, Ms. Stewart, Ms. Sander, and Mr. Fox. I would like to thank the Music Booster members and officers. If you are not a member, please consider joining this most important group. Of course, my fellow colleagues, Mr. Kish, Mr. Alberti, Mr. Stidek, our dedicated board members, we appreciate you, the parents and family members, as we partner together to make your children successful. And of course, my wonderful students who work hard every day, and how so proud of them I am this evening. If you would like a printed copy of the program, just let your child know, and I'll be happy to send one home. We will conclude with the benediction. The Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make his face shine upon you and give you peace.
The Lord lift his
Well, good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for being here today. Thank you for being here on such a beautiful day outside and on a Sunday as well. We just so greatly appreciate you being here for our spring concert, our final concert of the year. As Mr. Kish mentioned earlier today, my name is Brian Stidak, and I'm the Director of Orchestras for the Norwalk City School System. I just want to say one more time, welcome here to the Ernst Hausen Performing Arts Center, and it's my privilege to present to you our spring concert this afternoon. Our opening number, just to give you a little bit of background on it, this is entitled The Moldau. It's written by Bedřich Smetana, and this is what we call a piece of program music. Program music simply means that it is music that is composed or designed to create some sort of visual image. So as you listen to it, the sound should bring certain images to your mind. Well, the Moldau is a river, and it runs through what we would call modern day the Czech Republic, or what was known then as just simply Czechoslovakia. And as you go on this river journey, you'll hear the sounds of the river and the surrounding environment, the rolling rhythms, the lilting rhythm, the flow. That's the sound of the rhythm. And then as you go further down the rhythm, down the river, I should say, there's a hunt that's taking place. There's hunters off in the forest. Anybody here like to hunt? A few of you, good. All right, well, you can relate to this part. They're off chasing a young stag, and you can hear that take place in the music. I'm going to go a little further down the river, and remember, this is 18th century Czechoslovakia. There's lots of peasants in little villages, and in this little village, there's a huge celebration going on because a wedding just took place. I think it's the aftermath of the wedding, actually, and they are not just celebrating, I think they're partying. So you will hear that in the music. So I invite you, as we play the Moldau, to sit back and listen to the music with your eyes closed. Please don't sleep. And see if you can visualize some of these images. Pinning it all together is this beautiful Czechoslovakian folk melody. And here is the Norwalk High School Orchestra presenting to you Smetana's Moldau. Well, I hope you were able to visualize some of that. Our next number is called Irish Farewell. And as I mentioned before, this is our last concert of this school year, but it's also the last concert for some of the people on stage, their last concert period. And I'm referring to, of course, our orchestra seniors. So it's appropriate that we play Irish Farewell, a traditional Irish tune that this is our blessing on them as they go from this chapter into the next. So we're going to honor our seniors as we play Irish Farewell. And it's also a tradition here at Norwalk that the orchestra president conduct one of the numbers on the last concert of the year. And I can't think of a better number for our orchestra president to conduct than this last one. So would you please welcome to our podium our orchestra president, and she will be conducting Irish Farewell, Erica Johnson. How about one more round of applause for Erica? great job with that. At this time, we're going to recognize our seniors, and I'm going to, I think I had a senior moment just now. I need to get something from the podium. There we go. So this is also the concert where we recognize our seniors individually, and we'd like to go ahead and do that by name, the courtesy of our music boosters. Each of our seniors will be given a flower from the person of their choosing. At that time, they will be brought up to the front of the stage. I ask that you would hold all applause until we get all 10 people across the front. Then we're going to give them one really gigantic round of applause for everything they've done. So we have our flower bearers. All right, very, very good. So we're going to get started with what would be the first group of seniors comes from our full orchestra. Here at Norwalk, we have a really great situation where we have not just strings, but we have full orchestra. If you go to a professional orchestra concert, you go to the Fireland Symphony, you see the Cleveland Orchestra, the Toledo Symphony. They are all full orchestra. They have a huge complement of strings, plus brass, plus woodwinds, plus percussion, and we are very fortunate to have that here. And so I'm going to recognize these seniors first, starting with Buddy Baker Jr. Buddy is the son of Ann Baker and Buddy Baker Sr. In addition to orchestra, his other activities include varsity baseball and wind ensemble. His future plans include coming back to the stage. Those are the immediate future plans, by the way. To join the Air National Guard and attend the University of Cincinnati for forensic science. Our next senior, you never know what's going to happen at these things, is Luke Dustin Brown. Luke is the son of Dustin and Jennifer Brown. In addition to orchestra, he is also a member of marching band, Believes 316, where he is a leader. He's a vice president of National Honor Society, president of the Huron County Clovers, cross-country captain, and track. His future plans include going to Ohio University to major in translational health and exercise physiology with the goal of becoming a doctor or an orthodontist one day. He's got the handwriting for a doctor. You're on your way. Next is Isabel Borgerson. Isabel is the daughter of Ben and Jenny Borgerson. In addition to orchestra, she is a member of Varsity Club. She's the class president, the band president, National Honor Society president, and robotics and TLC. Her future plans include the Honors College for Nursing at the University of Toledo. Our next senior is Ezra Forney. Ezra is the son of Jeremy and Heather Forney. In addition to being in orchestra, Ezra is a 4-year member of the tennis team, 4 years in wind ensemble, 4 years in pep band, 4 years in marching band, and 1 year in cross country. His future plans include attending, and he wrote it this way, the Ohio State University. Our next senior is Cheyenne Mosier. She is the daughter of Joseph and Cassie Lyons. In addition to orchestra, Cheyenne is involved with cross-country, marching band, basketball, wind ensemble, track and field, National Honor Society, Believe 316, and Drug-Free Clubs of America. Her future plans include to attend the Mount Vernon Nazarene University and obtain a major in mechanical and electrical engineering while minoring in mathematics, physics, and biblical studies. Our next senior is Julianne Saucedo. She is the daughter of Regina Roya and Jose Saucedo. In addition to orchestra, we'll wait for her. In addition to orchestra, Julianne is a member of student council, unity club, and band. Her future plans include, and this is great advice, living my best life. You know, that's hard to go wrong. Our next senior is Jacob Allen Willer. He is the son of Victoria Alice Willer and Tim Scott Willer. In addition to orchestra, Jacob is the vice president of the NHS band, a member of royalty, sound crew for the musicals, and a member of the esports team. He plans on going to Bowling Green State University and studying English. And our final senior from our wind ensemble is Sierra Zerker. She's in the back. We'll give her a chance to get up here. Sierra is the daughter of Miranda Zerker and Donald Zerker. In addition to being in orchestra, she's a member of the wind ensemble, the majorette representative, and also the key club secretary. Her future plans include going to the University of Akron and majoring in biology. Our next seniors come from our string section. Our first senior is Erica Johnson, whom you met earlier. Erica is the daughter of Teresa Steigels and Thomas Johnson. It's a good thing Fisher Titus is so close by. She is the orchestra president, 2 years on the bowling team, Drug-Free Clubs of America, Unity Club, and has been a member of the musical cast. Her future plans include studying at the University of Toledo, majoring in child psychology and art therapy. And our final senior is Kirsten Gladiff. Kirsten is the daughter of Gabriella Wright and Elijah Wright. Please tell me that got caught on video. Okay, in addition to orchestra, Kirsten is a member of the choir, Drug-Free Clubs of America, softball, bowling, and volleyball. She plans to pursue a career in the auto tech field and plans on working in an auto store. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a fantastic group of young people. All kidding and things aside, I want you to think about this. If you're in your senior year of high school, you're probably 18 years old. Most of these students started playing their instrument when they were in 6th grade, so that makes you around 12. So if you do the math, they've spent 1/3 of their lives being a part of our music program. And that to me is commitment. I can't think of what else commitment would be. So could we please give them one really giant So I'd like to make a couple of brief closing remarks, and you'll be glad I condensed it to just one page. I'll talk quickly, I promise. Anyway, so again, thank you for being here this evening. It is evening now, I think, so we can call it that. This is just a wonderful event to have our final concert, have everything just sounds so wonderful. Can we just give all of our student musicians, not just the orchestra, but the choir who performed, how about the choir today too? Can we give them all a big round? I'd like to remind everybody about our awards ceremony for the music department. Music department awards are tomorrow evening here in the EPAC, 7 p.m. And students will receive awards per their years of service to our music department. And there's also a dessert afterward. So that's always good, but you have to come to the awards thing to get dessert. So keep that in mind. Okay. Anyway, we look forward to seeing you tomorrow evening. Just a few thank yous. As I mentioned before, we have orchestra program here in Norwalk City Schools. Many schools have choir, they have band, but not every school has band, choir, and orchestra. And we are so very blessed to be able to have that opportunity for our students. And not just orchestra, we have strings, but we also have full orchestra. Most schools that have an orchestra don't have the winds and percussion and everything. So again, we are doubly blessed in that regard as well. And can I also just say, we have the best orchestra. And we would not be able to do this without the help and support of our community, our school district, and so just a few shout outs to some key individuals and groups of individuals. First of all of our Board of Education, our Superintendent, Mr. Brad Cooley, Mr. Pat Kenya, and Mr. Kish here at the high school, our principal and vice principals here at the high school. Gentlemen, you do a wonderful job of supporting what we do. You understand how important this is to a student's overall education, so thank you for your support. I'd also like to just say about our music department, there is no finer group of people with whom to work. Mr. Kish, Ms. Valaberti, and Mrs. Mason, it is my privilege to be a part of that group of very high-class individuals. Thank you for all you do here at the school and with the students as well. Our music boosters are just what you saw with the flowers. It's just a small sampling of what they do. So Liz Bradley, our music booster president, and our officers, and all of our music boosters, thank you for what you do. The school board does give us money for things that we need for various things, but sometimes we need a little extra, and that's what our boosters are there for. And they are very good about raising money and funneling that into our programs and supporting what our kids do. And so I just want to say thank you to our boosters for that. In your program, whether it's digital or if you have a hard copy of the program, the last few pages have to do with booster-related content. Please read through that and see how you can get involved, because it's a great group of volunteers, and you can't go wrong supporting kids. So, music boosters, thank you for everything you do. Parents, you are the ones that have supported your child's decision to be a part of music, whether it's vocal music or instrumental music. You are the one that supported them, and you are here at their concerts and all of those things. So thank you for all that you do. And then finally, I want to say to the students, thank you. I can get a little emotional sometimes, but I just want to say, it's my privilege to be your director. Thank you. Now on with our finale number. As you can see from some of the fancy hats and eye patches and things, our next number needs probably no introduction, but here is our selections from Pirates of the Caribbean. Thanks again for coming out. We'll see you tomorrow night.